Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. I'm very excited for you. It's definitely the next step on the journey right now. Feels like a bit of an adventure. I feel like travel's going to be significant for many of you. Got the Three of Wands on the board, right? This could just be like astral travel. It's definitely like forward movement on your spiritual journey, 100%. Three of Wands. Got the Eight of Cups right here. Dreams might be significant. Piscean energy. It's beautiful stuff. 100% moving forward right now into this this new space. I get the world as well. Like just casually get to mention that. So the completion of a major cycle is taking place right now. It's a really big cycle in your life, and it's taken a lot of work to get here. So major props to you guys. And again, I'm super excited for what's to come. So let's unpack this. Let's talk about you guys first, because I'm talking to a King of Pentacles today. It's not about gender. Okay, you might resonate with being more of a feminine. So it's not about gender, and it's not actually about how much money you have either. So which is maybe a controversial opinion here, but I just feel like I'm talking to somebody who's very patient, somebody who's determined, not in a striving and pushing kind of way, but you know, there's a sense of responsibility here. You know how to set a goal and you know how to make it happen. I'm talking to somebody who's becoming really comfortable in their own skin. You know who you are. You know how to stay centered, right? No matter what's going on around you, there's something about your energy. You're very grounded. You're very humble, I must say. And you understand it took a lot of work to get here, right? But there's this quiet confidence, and there's a wealth of experience, wisdom, right? Applied knowledge. That's you right now, the King of Pentacles. It's not just intellect. There's a real intelligence here, right? Emotional intelligence. Being aligned with the cosmic intelligence, right? Being able to listen to that intuition. And it's very comforting for other people. You have a way of making the people around you feel kind of safe, right? There's just something about your energy here. And there's a wealth of knowledge which in turn then allows you to feel safe and stable and secure in your life. Like I was saying, it's not necessarily about how much money you have. It's just about your skills and your level of experience. You can see this library here. Like, there's so much. It's like here's the thing. Like, there's this reset that's happening in your life right now. And this is the continuation of the past few messages I've been doing here. Because the King of Pentacles is clarified by this Professor Oak card, right? Which represents the beginning of a journey. And I feel like this is kind of when, you know, whenever they ask like a millionaire or a billionaire, okay, if you lost it all today, could you make it all back again? And they always say yes, right? Because it's not necessarily about the resources you have. It's about your skills, and it's about your experience, and it's about the wealth of your ability to provide value to people. You understand that you can provide value to people in whatever form that is when it comes to your skills. When it comes to your ability to make other people feel safe and stay present with people, this is about your ability to listen to people. This is about your ability to solve problems, right? And this is why you feel safe right now. And I said a few readings ago, like, it's not, I mean, some of you guys are making more money than you've ever made in your life. And some of you have less money than you've ever had in your life, but you actually know who you are. And you understand the direction that you're going in right now. So I really get that kind of vibe from you guys. After being through what feels like a bit of a tower in your life, like the foundation has been pulled out from under you, which has freed you in a sense, because you understand that you want to go in a different direction now. This is part of your soul's journey, Eight of Cups, like I was saying before. And I feel like subconsciously, in these internal feminine kind of spaces, in these intuitive spaces in your energy, there's a reevaluation when it comes to your relationship with money and material wealth. There's an understanding here that money's great, having the resources is great, but that's not all that there is. You know, this is about community. It's about companionship, right? You can see the dog here. It's about loyalty. Again, emotional intelligence here, family, friendship, community, that kind of stuff. Because I get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse on the feminine side of your energy right now. So I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has been working really hard to reach this position that you're in right now. And you may subconsciously be feeling like, I'm kind of ready for more work-life balance in my life. I'm ready to have more free time. I'm ready to pursue things that feel a bit more recreational, right? It's not about the pressure in order to create and build. It's more about, okay, like, how do I want to spend my day to day? And how do I want to feel? What is my relationship with all of this stuff that I have acquired in my life? 9 of Pentacles, like, I'm kind of ready to shift when it comes to, you know, my work and how I approach work. And I feel like some of you, not all of you, but some of you, through this kind of reset and this understanding that you're on a journey and you're moving things forward in a different direction and you're going on a bit of an adventure here, maybe you are tightening up the spending a little bit, just because intuitively you know that you maybe just for a season preparing for the next thing. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to spend kind of frivolously here. It's just more about some kind of responsible saving energy, maybe, you know, for some of you here. Moving into this 8 of Cups kind of frequency on the masculine side of your energy, which is your conscious awareness, the way that you're taking action, the way that you're asserting yourself in the world. So the 8 of Cups is about moving on, moving forward, letting go, you know, leaving something behind. It's the energy of Saturn in Pisces. So it's about letting something go on an emotional level, even when it's challenging, even when it feels like it's a part of you or it's been a part of your story for a long time, right? And you understand that there's something more that's out there for you. And you can't see past the horizon, which is a bit of a theme here in this reading. Like, I think you understand how you want to feel and you know which direction you want to go in, and you're following the sun here. You can see that you're walking towards the sun. What's on the other side of that? Like, not kind of sure about that. So it's like you're alchemizing all of the feelings that come with this and transmuting fear into love and optimism, you know, which is a really beautiful thing. I love your energy right now. I absolutely adore what you're doing. And like I was saying, it took a lot of work for you to get here energetically. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of spiritual maturity, right? And a willingness to continue to expand and move things forward, which is really beautiful. Your current situation, the 3 of Wands, forward movement. And this isn't about frenetic activity and pushing and striving. Like, there's real ambition here, don't get me wrong, and there's excitement for what's to come, but I feel like you're acting through the grace of spirit and you're going with the flow. Like, the 3 of Wands is that card of seeing the higher perspective, kind of seeing the lay of the land. Again, you can't see past the horizon, but you very much understand the direction that you want to go in. You know how you want to feel. You know that there's more out there for you, and you're willing to walk in that direction, walk to the shore, and allow the boat to take you. You know, on that classic Rider-Waite 3 of Wands card, it's about waiting for those ships to come in. And I see you now, maybe with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, like kind of just having a coin purse or something, and just kind of having some small amount of resources at your disposal here, but really decluttering your life and relinquishing some kind of baggage and just taking your surfboard and getting ready for these waves to take you. And the waves are the oscillation of our cosmic energy, you know, that primordial force that exists all around us. Like, you are 100% allowing spirit to guide you here, and it's so exciting. This is Aries energy, and it's the new start. It's the new beginning. It's the end of the planning stage and taking those first steps forward into the world card, like through the portal. You're taking the steps through the portal, right? And you're in this King of Pentacles, Professor Oak vibration. Discard your hand and draw 7 new cards. Like, it's the brand new beginning for you. And you're stepping through the portal as you close out this old cycle for good. And I'm just hearing, like, welcome to your new life. This is your new life on the other side of this door. And it's exactly how you want to feel. It's the pursuit of this emotional fulfillment. And like I was saying, you understand how you want to feel, but you can't see past the horizon. And that's why after this world card, I get the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it's like, what's on the other side of this door? Dunno, right? I know it's how I want to feel. I know I'm going in the right direction because I'm acting in alignment with my intuition. I'm listening to that quiet little voice. But we can't quite see the reality of it. Like, it's hard to conceptualize that form that it's going to take. And we have to trust. Pisces energy. North Node's in Pisces right now. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. South Node's in Virgo right now. It's destined for you, guys. This is fated. This is the next chapter of your life. And it's part of your soul's journey here. And I'm just seeing on this Ace of Swords card, golden ratio might be significant here, but it's like you're expanding past the borders and the restrictions that you've created for yourself in your life. You're ready for that next step into the unknown. You're expanding to a point as a soul spirit, you know, in a way that you haven't reached that point before. It's brand new and it's exciting. I love that. Keys might be significant. I feel like you found the key to the door through closing out this cycle. Finding coins might be significant as well, is what I'm getting. Something about coins here. Good luck, you know. There's just something about prosperity lying ahead because you're in this vibration. Like I was saying, you have the skills to make this happen. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter that there's a lack of clarity on the other side of this door and we don't understand what the reality is going to look like because you're showing up as the King of Pentacles, the master of reality. So you got this. There's absolutely nothing on the other side of this portal that you cannot handle. Everything in this reading is divinely aligned to tell you that you're ready for this. This is the next stage on your spiritual journey and you're ready for this. Embrace the unknown and just continue to trust, guys. And I get luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius, let's go. I'll pull one more. Oh, okay. So I pulled one more and then a third one fell out. So let's go. 3s might be significant. You and your loved ones are safe. New Moon in Cancer. And your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. On the bottom of the deck, confidence is your key to success. New Moon in Leo. So what did I say about the key? First of all, underneath that, meditate and contemplate New Moon in Pisces. And then underneath that, a time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo. So I know that was a lot. Let's just unpack this. But the point that I'm trying to illustrate here is that is 6 new moon cards all in a row. You cannot make it up. It was like one of the very first readings I did on this channel. Something similar happened. It was just like new moon card. And I was getting so excited about it. And I was just thinking about that as that sequence was taking place. And here we are again. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is the new start on the other side of this world. I mean, like, everything is so divinely aligned in this reading to tell you that you're closing out this cycle. You are good enough. You are ready for this. You are so inherently worthy. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, Virgo energy, we are letting that go. Like, that sense of perfectionism and needing to control the outcome and needing to kind of perform in a certain way, show up in a certain way. We're 100% letting that go because we're expanding past those borders. Remember, like, this is you embracing the unknown. This is you being in some kind of formless energy where you get to create from scratch. You've got the blank canvas and you get to create from that curious, playful, inner child energy. That's true creativity right there with no limitations. And just get the ego out of the way and just create for the fun of it. And let that inspire your next move. I'm really getting that. And it's like you can create from that place of safety with confidence in yourself and trust that you are good enough inherently the way that you are right now, so you continue to move forward. There's safety in that. Cancerian energy, you know, being able to mother yourself through that process of experimentation and just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks and just having no qualms about it. just no stress about that at all. You know, really coaching yourself through that. And I feel like this is a new experience for many of us. Like, we've come from a very rigid control system, a paradigm where we need to be in some kind of formation, you know, we got to line up in a certain way, and it's all about top-down control. And it's shifting now. It's grassroots. It's coming from the ground up here. Power to the people, for real. Like, power in our ability to create in our own unique way, because we're all so unique. Nobody can tell you who you are. And you're in this King of Pentacles energy where you're starting to feel so safe in your own skin. And the fact that you're a unique, limitless soul spirit who can create whatever it wants in this reality. You can create your dream reality. You're a master of your own dream reality. It's what's happening right now. Balancing out that Piscean and that Virgo energy. Guys, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius, a new sense of expansion, travel, optimism, hope. Deep philosophical ideas, you know, a new spiritual framework that you're developing for yourself. Feeling safe to do that. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Guys, I'm telling you, like, you've laid the groundwork for this. The groundwork being your experience, your wisdom, your skills. Like I was saying before, it's not about how much money you have. It's about your ability to solve problems, stay centered. Stay true to yourself, right? Ace of Swords in reverse. Just continue to act with integrity. Communicate from that authentic place. Continue to just tell the truth. Be yourself. Share yourself. Provide value to the collective, and everything's going to totally work out. Time to give rather than take. You know, an energy of service. You can serve the world here. Just by being yourself, just by being your own true, unique self. Guys, you can serve the world in magical ways. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Just continue to prioritize your ability to sit in your psychic energy. And, you know, there's something coming through about exploring the idea of, like, setting boundaries. And is it coming from a place of control? And there's a really interesting thing that happens there when the shadow's trying to stay in the shadows, basically. And it's like, we got to be careful. There is a difference between setting healthy boundaries and actually just trying to take control of the situation. And I see you guys maybe coming into the conscious awareness of that and trying to balance that and trying to recognize, okay, like, with this heart activation that's been taking place in my energetic field, like, where am I safe to really just open up and be vulnerable and go with that flow of life, you know, like feeling a bit more safe to go with where life and my higher self and my spiritual guides, where they want to take me, which are all aspects of our own being. So this is you just getting to know yourself better, really. But, you know, exploring, like, where am I safe to open up and lead from the heart? And where do I feel like I'm safe to kind of relinquish some of that control? Because confidence is your key to success, guys. This is about your own personal sense of, like, self-efficacy and being able to recognize where you're setting boundaries appropriately and where you just need to go where life wants to take you. Because it's all about your intuition. It's all about your gut instincts, right? It's about that feeling, and that's that Leo energy. That's that really primal energy here. So, I mean, there's just this major new beginning here. This is an absolutely new beginning here with 6 new moon cards coming out on the other side of this world card. So, again, like, can't necessarily see past that horizon, but if you just continue to act with integrity and speak your truth and be yourself and keep listening to that intuition, I think everything's going to be gravy here. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And let's just see if we can get a bit of information about what's coming in, because, like, I'm so excited. The Knight of Emotions, leading from that hard space and just really confirming what I was saying before about feeling like you're safe to be vulnerable and open up and continue to set healthy boundaries, but recognizing where intuitively it's okay to just go with that flow. I mean, there's so much here. Okay, there's so much information here. 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, with the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, what does this mean? Because the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Emotions here, is very much, again, about our intuition and being able to listen to that intuitive voice. Like in that heart space, in that gut space, being able to listen to those instincts. Notice the golden ratio here again, right? 2 different decks, kind of mirroring each other. It's like Ace of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups upright, putting that logic down and moving out of the mind space and moving more into that heart space to create balance. There's a sense of brain and heart coherence that's being developed here. Not that we're completely abandoning the mind as a tool, but we're creating balance because we've spent so much time in the analytical mind, and that's our control system. Being able to predict the future in a way, or at least try to predict the future. There's an attempt to create control by predicting the future or trying to predict the future. So I'm everywhere right now, but like enforcing those really rigid boundaries. And I think on the other side of this door, with the trust and the knowing that you have the skills, you are very capable, you being in your own sense of personal power and having that confidence and belief in yourself, that belief that you are inherently good enough, that's your best protection, that's your best defense. Because anything that's outside of you, anybody that's around you, or any kind of evidence that's being shown to you in your reality that things are not ideal, that's not going to affect you. Again, it's all about staying centered here, staying centered in your own energy, because you have that rock solid belief in yourself and your abilities and your skills and your worthiness. The fact that it's about integrity and your intentions here. You have good intentions. And if you continue to act from that place of your spiritual truth, continue to act with purity and integrity here, that's like, in a way, it creates a defense from anything around you that's not ideal, because you know who you are, right? It can't affect you emotionally. So it's like you're stepping into this new paradigm as the Knight of Cups, where you can act from that place, act from that heart space. Again, it feels safe to act from that heart space here, and it's going to take some kind of like emotional transmutation is what I'm getting with the 3 of Swords into the 3 of Pentacles. Like, this is about teamwork and collaboration and organization and mixing all of these ingredients together. It's about planning. It's about creating some kind of new structure here. So with your ability to act from the heart space, create that sense of brain and heart coherence and balance it and act from that intuitive place, even when it doesn't necessarily make logical sense, you're going to be transmuting some kind of pain around this. Like, there may be trapped energy in your body, in your heart space, feelings of grief, having to really let go. 8 of Cups, letting go of what has happened in the past, where we've been wounded in the past, where we did act from that vulnerable place and it didn't work out. Maybe because we were young. Maybe because we didn't have that belief in ourselves. We didn't have that personal, that connection with ourselves and that personal knowledge and that confidence, So we took it to heart. Basically, the things that didn't work out, or the way that we were mistreated by other people, we took it to heart because we didn't have that relationship with ourselves. But now Spirit's saying, like, you're ready. You have this relationship with yourself. You know who you are. You feel comfortable in your own skin. So you can open up and lead from that place. And if somebody tries to hurt you or disagree with you, or there's just something in your life that is not ideal, you can just walk away. You can just remove yourself from that situation and make the conscious decision, say, like, whatever that person is projecting onto me, or, I'm not talking about being naive here and putting yourself in unsafe situations. It's just that when people want to project onto you, it won't affect you because you know who you are and you're able to walk away. I'm here and stick and move. It's like, just keep the train rolling, right? And in turn, really connect with the people who do care about you, who do value you, connect with people who don't want to hurt you. And there's something here about, feeling safe in that conflict too. Like conflict doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're going to get hurt. Conflict is a way for us to grow and learn. And there's this relationship between, tension and growth and breaking down so that we can build back up. Like if you're in the gym and you're lifting weights, you're breaking those muscles down. Those fibers in your muscles are breaking down so that they can regenerate and build back up, right? So there's an understanding here that, healthy conflict isn't necessarily a bad thing. And you can feel safe in that healthy conflict because you know who you are and you're not going to take it personally. You're not going to take it to heart. There's just something about growth here. And there's just it's just emotional alchemy that's taking place as you learn to really do this on a deeper level here in a way that's more intuitive. Lead from that place of the Knight of Cups and alchemize any of the feelings that have been trapped in your energetic field and really let them go. Like I was saying, 8 of Cups and with the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, like breaking the ice that might be around your heart space, which we've developed in order to protect ourselves. And Spirit's saying, like, your belief in yourself and the relationship that you have with yourself is your best defense here. And you're going to know intuitively when to set boundaries, when to walk away, when to protect your own energy. You're creating your own reality here. And what I say about the key, to the door. It's on the other side of this door. Is your new life. Because this is what happens. Like, when we act from that place, we're aligned with the divine intelligence of the cosmos and our higher self. And your higher self knows what you want. It knows how you want to feel and it knows what you want to experience. And it's going to bring you the things that you're ready for. So the more that you act from that heart space and act from that pure place of integrity and belief in yourself and your value, you're going to get everything you want. I'm telling you guys, you're going to get all of the support, all of the resources, all of the fun, new experiences, that sense of adventure, that sense of play, that sense of being able to act as the inner child and paint on a blank canvas here. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It's time to be seen as your true, authentic self, being loud, being proud, taking up space. Like, as this new identity, as a spiritual being, as somebody who knows themselves. Like, not everybody in this world knows who they are. So if you step out onto the stage as the most confident version of self, that unapologetic version of self, who isn't dimming their light, that's intimidating for people. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's actually because you're doing everything right. This might be triggering people out of some kind of complacency here. This might be showing other people that they can be their true, authentic self as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're not here to fit in with everybody. We're not here to blend with everybody. We're all so uniquely different, and sometimes we find ourselves on the opposite side of the spectrum. But what we can do is respect that I am me, I am me, you are you. We all come from the same place. We all come from the same loving source energy. We are all an extension of that. But as we come down into this 3D reality and we play on this stage of creation and we play these characters using our ego identity, we got to respect the fact that we're all different. And Spirit's saying, don't dim to fit in. Good question to ask. How are you dimming your light? Even in subtle ways, right? In order to fit in. And I get the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Let's go. Let's go. I knew this was a big reading, with this world card and this big reset energy, this Professor Oak kind of vibe. Guys, you've been training for this for lifetimes. I said threes might be significant here, something about that. 222 as well. 999, right? This is where everything ticks over and you start to develop these new relationships, this new sense of emotional connection with people, feeling safe to share your ideas, express yourself. Guys, you got good ideas. You got new ideas, right? You're a trailblazer. There's something about ingenuity here. The world really needs you guys. Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Number 32. This is about seeing that higher perspective, guys. Seeing that higher vantage point. And I get the Dragonfly Spirit flying straight out of the deck here. Truth transcends illusion. Number 22. I did say 222 might be significant. Then this thing flew out. Little crown here. I can see on this Dragonfly Spirit, little crown. It's like hovering above this little cute little crown here. Truth transcends illusion. I'm going to read this card, actually. I'm going to read the blurb for this card. I did say just continue to act with integrity. You know, speak your truth. And that frequency of truth and clarity is so, so powerful. And this is how we really step into that role as the creator of our own reality. Because truth, that Ace of Swords frequency, it cuts through the illusion. And what you're doing is you're moving into you're expanding outside of those borders, and you're moving into this space where you don't have this level of conscious awareness, because you're in this brand new primordial space, and you're now mapping it all out. You're bringing truth into that primordial space. You're bringing light and conscious awareness into the shadow. And this card says truth transcends illusion. The message is that Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone. For a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Let's go. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Alighting when you are preoccupied, Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel, to have the experiences it craves. Yo, it's a soul's journey. Let's go. I said this is an adventure. This is a brand new beginning, and it's the next stage for you guys. How exciting. This is it. All right. I love this. Let's totally leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for just giving me this energy and providing me with the incredible opportunity to deliver these messages. I'm so, so grateful for you guys. And with that, thank you for sharing this magnificent space with me. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Love you guys so much. World peace forever. Bye-bye.